Hey everyone, we are hanging out here in Porky's Backyard Garage. My name's Sheldon, one of the event managers for FTO Expo, talking with Bill Moore, who's kind of an industry legend. So Bill, thanks for being here with us today. And why don't you tell everyone, who you are, how you got started, and why you're such an amazing person?
Well, the amazing person would be because of my wife. But my name is Bill Moore. I have been in the restaurant industry for about 47 years. My very first exploration in a food truck was in 1981. I had a hot dog trailer, and I went around to different small events and sold hot dogs. Sometimes I would even set up in a Central Park just to sell hot dogs. Fell in love with that, so I kept working in restaurants while I had multiple hot dog carts and hot dog trailers as well.
Awesome. So then what brought you into the food truck world out of the trailers?
Well, the food trucks, they're more mobile. They're definitely more popular in bigger cities where they can maneuver easier than a truck being towed or a trailer being towed by a truck. In areas where it's more rural, where they have a lot of space, then a trailer makes more sense. If you're going to go to big events, you want to have a trailer. But again, if you're going to be downtown in some big metropolitan area, you want the food truck to be as compact as possible.
Right. So you have one of the largest, vetted Facebook groups out there for food truck training. What really got you involved in starting to train people and write the books and things like that?
I've always been a trainer. My main position in all the different restaurant chains that I worked for was being a corporate trainer. So I was the one that trained all the management and then followed up on the management to make sure they were following whatever that particular company's specifications were. So when I got out of restaurants and was just doing the food trucks or food trailers full time, I realized that there were a lot of people out there that were trying to get into this industry because it is a low cost threshold, but they really didn't know what they were doing. They could cook really well, but they didn't know how to run a business. And I wanted to be able to help those folks. So I started writing books. The first one I wrote was on hot dog cart because that's where I felt the most comfortable, was a hot dog cart. I wrote that one and realized that, okay, let's graduate. Let's get people, into food trucks and food trailers. So the second, third, and fourth books were all about the food truck process as far as being successful. How do you market? How do you bring guests in? How do you handle the guests once you brought them in? All the things that a lot of food truck owners don't really pay a lot of attention to. They just think because they have an awesome dish, they're going to be successful. It takes a lot more than that.
Definitely. Obviously that's how we met, was through launching this Food Truck Owners Expo, and, saw the synergy with you and been so thankful for you helping us out and introducing us to all the right people. But, we get questions every day from these potential food truck owners. How do I get started? Who do I talk to? And, the laws and regulations are so different everywhere. What do you kind of see the future going to in terms of maybe a new project you're working on or something that could be more overarching to help with these laws and regulations?
Well, one of the things that I am working on is creating a national food truck association. It's going to be called the National Street Food Vendors Association. So SF, what is it? SS, can't even say that thing. NSFVA.
VA.
Yeah, because NSF is what we have to deal with as far as certification on different pieces of equipment. So NSF is easy for a food truck owner, but not me, to be able to say. And then VA is an easy combination of letters. So NSFVA. Our goal is going to be to educate food truck owners so that they can be successful. And it's also going to be to try to get some of the rules and regulations more unified. I liken it to, if you decide you're going to be a car driver, 16-year-old, they go out and they get their license and they can drive in any state in the country.
Right.
Food truck owners can't do that. They can get a license in Florida, but they can't go to New York and vend. They have to go through the whole regulatory process again. And to me, that makes no sense because I can tell you there's a lot more people that die from car accidents than there are from somebody making them sick at a food truck.
Right.
So, we want to get those laws uniform. And then we want to get away from some of the stereotypes where a food truck is a roach coach. And it's disgusting. Nobody wants to eat there. And there's still cities today in 2024 that are banning food trucks and say, nope, we don't want food trucks because. And then they fill in the blank with a lame reason.
Some reason, yeah. So we're here at the Porky's Backyard Garage. What's your first impressions? I know we've only been here about an hour, but what do you think of it?
This is one cool place. I mean, it's amazing. It is spick and span clean. I love the way it's set up. It reminds you of perhaps an automobile garage or even a junkyard to a little extent. But again, it's clean, it's neat, it's organized. We got food trucks everywhere. I've been walking around taking pictures of all the menus, trying to decide what I'm going to be eating later, and then what I'm going to take back to Melissa. I mean, this is a place to be. They're playing music right now, early in the day. It's awesome.
Yep, very impressive. The racing simulators and just really cool, fun things, and just a really, really great design. All right, Bill. Well, thank you so much for chatting for now, and I'm sure we'll talk more later.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.